make our lives a little bit easier and to make things more fun for the seals as well. So a few things that we do with Attarri, well, we ask you to move around different parts of the enclosure by actually following this stick, it's called a target stick. So Attarri follows the target. Normally we blow the whistle, which tells him he's doing the right thing. He gets rewarded with his favourite currency, which is of course fish. So Attarri, being quite a large and powerful animal, he won't do anything he doesn't want to. We ask him very nicely if he'll move there, touch that, and get a reward. As well as this, we can actually have a good look underneath his flippers. We can ask him to raise them for us. Have a look on that one as well. Now, if there are any small cuts or abrasions, we can have a good check over just to make sure, and we can actually treat them very easily. You can also be very tactile with those flippers. You can hold on to them. It's got very big veins in these flippers. You actually take blood samples from Attarri just by holding onto them here. So again, it makes things very useful. We can also actually have a good look inside Attarri's mouth. No? Yeah, thank you. Now, I'm going to show you it doesn't smell too great in there, but it's actually very healthy. The brown staining you can see on the teeth, don't like today, do you? No. The brown staining you can actually see on the teeth, well, that's just the fish oils. As well as this, we ask Attarri to maybe do a little spin around for us. And again, one more time, good boy. Now, this is just to make sure that he's got full mobility and he's got full pains. We also like to weigh our seals a few times a week, so we ask them to lay out nice and flat on a set of weighing scales, so you get a very accurate weight from them. Attarri weighs about 125 kilos at the moment. Not yet. And if we ask him very nicely, he might show us his most vulnerable part, which is his belly. Give him a little round of applause for that. Well done, Attarri. Now, this is particularly useful with the females, of course, when we can actually take ultrasound scans. You don't want your stats at all today. We actually take ultrasound scans from the female without having to put them under anaesthetic. So it makes things very useful and a lot safer for the seals as well, because during anaesthetic, they actually slow down all of their organs. It's called a deep dive response. Sometimes they don't actually wake up. So the more behaviours we can do with the seals quite willingly out of the water in the enclosure, the easier it is for us and the safer it is for them too. Now we do like to do some fun stuff as well. Attarri's very keen on jumping out of the water. Now I will warn you, particularly you guys on this side, there's a chance you might get wet here, so you might want to move away from the barrier. Are you going to show everybody how you can jump, Attarri? Well, I said you get wet. I think that was me. Right on my wellies. Never mind. Now, in fact, Attarri will actually quite like doing this at this time, because this is breeding season at the moment. Attarri will, of course, be showing off to the females. And this is a life-saving behaviour as well. And in fact, for Attarri here, if he was being pursued by a predator, that would be something like a great white shark or a killer whale, well, he would actually have to do this manoeuvre to escape from the predator. So quite simply, when a shark or a killer whale comes up behind the seals, they will literally jump out of the water. In fact, Attarri here is actually far more agile and far more manoeuvrable than either of these predators. So by doing this, hopefully he'll end up behind the predator and then make good his escape. Now, another behaviour you'll often see marine mammals doing is something called porpoising. It's when they reach the surface of the water. Hopefully Attarri will demonstrate this as well. So, feeling very brave, aren't you, Splodge, today? Enjoy time with you. Now, in fact, this behaviour is essentially a means of travelling very efficiently, reaching the surface of the water, while it being a lot less resistant than water. You can do some more for me. No, comes off the stage. No, try that again. Good boy. Now, in fact, you often see dolphins doing this at the front of a ship, at the bow of a ship. It's basically an efficient way of travelling. And again, travelling long distances to find their food, you often find these species, lots of marine mammals in fact doing this. And a lot of people get confused between seals and sea lions. Attarri's probably going to make it a little bit more confusing. I'm sure you've already read the sign, South American fur seal. However, Attarri here isn't actually a true seal. We know this for a few reasons. Now, if you have a look at the ears on Attarri, it's got little ears that actually stick out. That's just like a sea lion. In fact, true seals have little holes for ears. As well as this, when Attarri's out and about on the ground, well, he actually walks like a sea lion as well. He can move on all four flippers. Now, a true seal is a little bit like a caterpillar or a slug. They can't actually support their own body weight at the front. Now, in fact, Attarri's got those front flippers again, just like a sea lion. But the reason that we call him a fur seal is actually in the name. In fact, he's actually got 2 layers of fur. If I ruffle it up a little bit there, in fact, you'll notice he's actually got 2 layers. The sea lions only have 1. But that is really the main difference between fur seals and sea lions. There's actually a fairly close relative to the sea lion family. Lots of marine mammals, well, they're not doing overly well in the world today. Mainly due lovely Attarri. Very cute for that one. There are a few things you can actually do to help though. If you go to the beaches over the summer months, well, make sure you take all of your rubbish home with you. Lots of marine mammals, well, they are very inquisitive animals, and if they see an old crisp packet floating away in the sea, most likely they're going to investigate it, possibly even try to eat it. So just by taking all of your rubbish home, you're actually going to help lots of marine mammal species. As well as this, if you like to eat fish, you can actually purchase fish with an MSC logo on the packet, and that means the fish has come from a sustainable source. Again, this is something very important. We're trying to feed, by example, here at Bristol Zoo. We're actually feeding our seals on MSC certified fish. Thanks a lot, Attarri, thanks a lot. So we're trying to lead by example here. Hopefully if our seals can do it, then certainly so can you as well. Now I think Attarri has done quite well for us today. We do have a few more seals that you may be seeing shortly. We're actually going to be releasing Keto and Toro. There are 2 pups, they're in our isolation area. Those of you with kids will know when you're trying to get a bit of work done, as Attarri is just now. It's better to have the kids in another room, so that's over there. But please do go and have a look at our underwater viewing areas. We will be doing a scatter feed in the next 5 to 15 minutes, and we will hopefully then get a chance to see the seals on the other side of the enclosure. So please do go and have a look at the windows and get to see them in their element. But from all of us here, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you very much for coming, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day at the zoo. Goodbye.
Oh, he's clapping. Oh. Oh, bless him.